Before the world sees your wins, your soul has to feel your work. It's the reps nobody applauds that produce the wins that do, all through a shifting of your identity into a dominator. This is all done in the dark every single day. So let me be your guide as I welcome you to this episode of the Dark Work Daily. Hey, back at the day is Thursday. We're back at it. Today I'm in the sauna post-workout. It's interesting, there's a lot of fears that run the show that have no name. A lot of fears that run all of our days sometimes. I would be lying to you if I said there's not ever a fear in my head. There's always a fear of following up, doing the things I'm supposed to do, making sure things get done properly, serving my clients, making people happy, showing up for my wife, being present there, being present for my kids. A lot of fears. But there's also a fear that runs rampant in a lot of people's heads at a broad scale. 54% of people in society say there's a fear around job insecurity. A fear of not being able to pay the bills next month, a fear of losing their job for something they can't see, a fear of something being in the background right now in their career that is trickling towards them not having a career, not having a job, and they don't even know it's coming. A fear that creeps into everybody's heads, the reality that we don't have a genuine control over everything. I never have a genuine control over every single thing in my life, in my day, in my business. You never know what's happening. But there is something that goes on that I believe is something we could pay attention to, maybe unpack, which is the fact that there's a base and a ground foundation that is fear. And most of the time, fear is an issue with an unknown. I don't know what's going on, I can't see it. So because of that, we are always in this constant state of anxiety and this frantic feeling inside, not knowing what's coming, not knowing what's going. And this thing becomes the way that we are presently energizing our execution of our day. When I say energizing the execution, I mean how you show up in your marriage, your relationship, your health. These things are the background pieces. If you're always in this constant state of anxiety, you start to spin up all your energy inside. You start to not even function at your full self. You have issues with how you think and how you process how you feel. And what's crazy about this is we never even pay attention to the root of why that's there. Why does job insecurity make you so scared? I mean, oftentimes people that leave jobs, if they go looking for a better one, it's possible to find a better one that pays more, has more freedom. It's there, but the thought of not having something for a little bit scares us too much to enter that sea of unknown. And so what happens is there's an underground fear, an underlying fear as well. It's not what you think it is. I think, in my personal opinion, it ties to a fear of maybe embarrassment, a fear of lack, a fear of loss, a sense of I'm not good enough that comes with it. Like if I get fired, like all of a sudden, I'm not good enough for the world. I do not think that is it. I believe a lot of our fear comes from the unknown and a lack of control. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's going on 100%. And I don't have much control of this. I'm a leaf in somebody's wind. Anything can be ripped from me without me saying so tomorrow. No matter how good you are, sometimes you're gone. Look at Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios is in a situation where they have, built up this amazing, world of superheroes. And they've got this great, these great sets and scenes, and the CGI is incredibly dialed in. It's so flawless for what it is. And these people, these hundreds of people that were responsible for making these movies amazing, one day we're told that they aren't needed. We're told that we could simply put one or two people in a room and use AI with these two people to create everything you've created. The worlds, the sets, the scenery, all that. We can do it without you. Crazy part is they can. And those people that have had this phenomenal skill set, it goes to the point of going, not only was I at one point a coveted individual in the space of what I'm doing, I now am obsolete. Think about that. But the crazy part is, for some it's very real, but I don't think that is actually the thing. I think that the fear is that they feel like maybe nobody wants me, nobody needs me, and what do I do? And then the fear is like, I have to go find some new skill set. I don't believe that most of us enter a space incapable. We're misinformed or uninformed, but we are not incapable. And so what I want you to do today is start taking a moment to step back and start giving a name to the fear you have. Is it a fear of embarrassment? If it's a fear of embarrassment, then go, well, who's watching me? And the statement rings true of those that care don't matter, and those that matter don't care, right? So if you're not incapable, you can do anything. But if it's a fear of embarrassment, get rid of that, because the embarrassment doesn't exist. If it's a fear of failing, so what? Everybody fails. I mean, literally, it's the thing that's like everybody poops, right? Everybody does this thing. So fear of failure, it's not, it's just a learning situation. Yeah, it might actually be a failure. I'm not saying that nothing feels like a failure. I have failed. I've been cut from teams. I've lost things. I've lost people in life. It's happened, right? But am I a failure? No, I just failed at that thing. It doesn't mean that I am a failure. And so that fear should be one that we go, hey, it happens, but I've survived. You've lived past that. You've had smiles and joy beyond that day. So right now it may suck, but it's not going to suck forever. Maybe it's a fear of loss of friendship and connection. Guess what? You have phones. You can call people nowadays. Social media can see what's going on, engage, meet new humans. But what I also believe is you can take your skill sets to something new. See, there's a new world that's budding, a new world that's it's showing up day by day. It's kind of peeking out of the background. And what people aren't understanding is that new world needs people to run it. It needs people to grab hold of the controls and drive that machine towards something. Do you want a person who's completely new and green to do that, or a person who's seasoned in something, who's spent their time developing a talent in some area that can be brought over as intangible into something new? You're not incapable. You're just not studied up. If you study up on something, get a new skill set involved, all of a sudden you bring to the table a vast different space of energy, of perfection, ability. I think of even just the paradigm of how you see things. The ability to perfect something and make it great is a skill set people don't have usually. To look at something and go, it's not good enough. I can make it better and do that. The ability to have the stepping in, to have a different perspective and have a frame on the world in a way that other people don't. A complete different paradigm. That is a thing you bring to the table even when you've lost something. You don't lose every bit of you. You lose the place where that person could show up. So show up somewhere else. Because in this world we live in, there's never going to be a shortage of opportunity unless you believe there's a shortage of opportunity. So name the fear, address the fear, and then move past the fear.
If this episode stirred something in you, good. That means there's work to be done. Don't ignore it, because listening is just the beginning. Because real change happens when you engage and you commit. So I invite you to join the Dark Work community inside the Dark Work app, which is where you communicate with amazing people on the same journey as you. You can find them on the App Store and the Google Play Store right now. Step into the conversations that sharpen your habits, strengthen your identity, and keep you locked in to the Dark Work.